what's happening? It's your dude, the merciless Reece Black. Welcome back to the booth. Of course, you know I'm going to invite you to subscribe, like the video, help a brother tap that algo, and if you haven't, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow us on the gram at CO2 Rawcast, and if you want to be nosy, you can follow your dude. Good evening, Mr. Black. Check us out on Facebook. Also, today is a special day. It's your boy's birthday.
They ask me what I do and who I do it for.
So I decided I wanted to make my first little birthday video. So I was wondering what would be like a good fun topic, to talk about today, on my special born day. So I wanted to speak on Trickin. Indirect tricking. Now, Reece, what the hell are you talking about? I'm talking about everybody out there having these conversations about what is considered tricking and what is considered not. Now, let's go ahead and get down to the nitty-gritty. Me, I'm an advocate for the dinner date. I loved taking women out to dinner, and I loved having conversations with them. Now, from what's been happening, I know there's been little, clips going viral of dudes banging on the woman because, he done spent over $200 on a meal and she's not going home with him. Or paying her way to get inside of, a social establishment like a nightclub or a ritzy bar or whatever, and she's not coming home with him. Or maybe he bought her an extravagant gift, on that date, whether it was a whole bouquet of roses or some shit, or a cool little bracelet, not knowing why you're buying a woman a bracelet on your first date, but to each his own, and she's not coming home with him. This is what the dinner date was for me, and I'm just speaking for myself. When I ask somebody out to, to dinner, I usually follow up I would like to get to know you. But the thing is, yeah, I had a motive. I wanted you to come home with me afterwards. Now, the thing is, a lot of dudes out there are not really making that clear. But there were some times where, yeah, of course, I took a woman out to eat, and that was that. I didn't want anything from her, But honestly, the dinner date was really for me. I'm hungry, and I'm just going to go over to the spot. I didn't say it had to be a 5-star restaurant, It could just be Sizzler. It could be damn near Denny's, But the thing is, a lot of you guys are trying to, pay all this money at these 5-star restaurants. You want something in return. You guys just don't put it out there. That shit is indirect. Me, this is what I used to do. If I knew I wanted to eat at this spot, but I also found a woman that was sexually attractive, and I'm sorry for the ladies out there that say, want to look at me as a dog right now, but hey, I was young and this is what I was doing, But guess what? I didn't have sex by myself. She was down to have sex any damn way. Most of the time, they didn't even want me to take them out to eat, but another episode. But anyways, I already wanted to go to this spot. I already wanted to eat here. This is an invitation for you to join me. So of course I'm going to pay. So it's I'm going to go over to, we'll just say, Cheesecake Factory. I already had a taste for a pork chop anyway. That was back when I was eating pork. I already had this taste for a pork chop anyway. So it's I'm going to go over to Cheesecake Factory tonight. How about you join me? We could get to know each other. Dinner's on me. They would be like, sure. Now, do I have sex on my mind yet? Not exactly. And the reason why is I had so much freaking sex already to the point where it's I'm not trying to think about having sex with this woman while I'm thinking about what's on the menu at Cheesecake. I'm thinking about that right now. I'm just inviting you to join me. That's all. So we get to the restaurant. We vibing. I order. You order. And we are still vibing and vibing and vibing and vibing. Now what ends up happening is, depending on the conversation, I'm probably feeling you. I'm probably looking at you like, what? I love this conversation. I love the way her voice sounds. I love everything she's saying. So yeah, of course, I'm going to mosey on over, and I'm going to grab her hand, and I'm going to hold her hand and caress it while we're having a cool little conversation over food. We are. If you want to call it seduction, call it seduction. But guess what? I'm going to let her know I find her physically attractive. I find her sexually attractive. The ball is in her court. So as we're talking and talking over this food and everything, we're getting full, waiter could come over and ask if we want to look at, dessert or look at some wines or whatever. I ask her, hey, you down with some dessert? She may say, yeah. So she may get her little cheesecake, whatever, fudge cake, cupcake, whatever. Go ahead. It's on me. I'm going to go ahead and get me a little something as well. And now we're vibing over dessert. You over there smashing your cheesecake. I'm over here smashing my vanilla ice cream or whatever. But I'm still vibing with you. I'm still looking into your eyes, letting you know that I want you. And you want me too. So as we're talking, I'm still holding her hand. I'm still caressing her hand. I'm still playing with her fingers and everything, I'm even telling her to come closer to me, lean over the table, whatever, because I want to whisper something in her ear. Come back home with me. She'll say yay or nay. Most likely she said yay. And it's on and popping, and that was that. Now if she would have said nay, then it's just like, okay, well, I'll talk to you later. I pay the bill, and off she goes. That was that. That was pretty much what the dinner date was supposed to be for. I explained this in an IGTV video, while I was in Vegas, shout out to Alpha Villains, that pretty much the restaurant ambiance was set up for men to score. Dim lights, soft music, good food. Everything there is fly. Don't blow it running your mouth too damn much. Everything was ready for you to go. Most women, if they finally say, they find you sexually attractive, especially when they found you sexually attractive, like, right there in the beginning, they're only there for the dinner date just because you were on your way to get something to eat anyway. They really wanted to just go ahead and get to home base. Y'all women ain't fooling nobody. Y'all really be thinking like that. Y'all do. But a lot of you guys out there be really asking these women out to, treating them to dinner because you want them to like you, because you want to show out. That's the indirect shit I'm talking about. Then you get all pissy and mad because you probably fumbled the ball talking about sex in the damn wrong way, in a distasteful manner, to the point where now you damn near turn the chick off. It's like you didn't even come at her smooth or anything. You're probably just on some like, so what you doing later on? You want to come through my spot? That's not sexy, player. That's not sexy, player. It's not. That's not hot. That's not hot. And then you getting all mad and shit because she said no. Or you guys were basically throwing all this money out there on food, on drinks. Now you have this $300 bill, because drinks is hot. They hot than a motherfucker. They are. And then you pretty much expected her to say, hey, let's go to your place, or hey, do you want to come to mine? Or expected even a kiss that night. You just expected, but you didn't say anything. So now what ends up happening, you end up having 3 or 4 of these expensive ass dinner dates, getting mad at her and having an attitude with her, but you're not explaining why you're mad. You're just be like, no, I'm just cool with you. That's so. She has no idea why, even though she does, but you weren't direct. Then you get on these platforms calling in all these dating coaches talking about, I done spent this much on this chick and she wouldn't drop the drawers, and then I thought if I would do this she would drop the drawers and all this other stuff. What makes you think she's gonna fuck for food? What makes you think she's gonna fuck for a drink? Women don't typically do shit like that. Women have sex for pleasure. But what was the turn on about you at this dinner? What were you doing? What didn't you do? Nothing. You just expected, I got her full, so she should drop them drawers. I don't know where you got that idea from, but it has never worked like that. Nah, chicks ain't fucking for no damn food. They could get their own damn food. Shit, they may even flip the script and pay for the meal. Yeah, they'll go ahead and pick up the $200 bill. Now what you gonna do? No, I got it. No. Don't worry, boo. I got it. This was a good night. I had fun. Call me. Which means if you do, I'm not picking up. I might say, hey, 2 days after you call me or 2 days after you text me, just to be courteous and respond to that text message. They might do that. But y'all know how it is. But you guys can't be indirectly tricking. Look, There's nothing more sexy than honesty. You cannot beat honesty. You can't beat that with a bat. Just be honest and upfront about what you want. If she's down, she's down. If she's not, she's not. That's it. This is not about manipulation. This is not about, persuasion. This is basically about just tapping in to something that was already there with her. Most likely, she probably already found you sexually attractive. It's just sometimes the dinner date can be like an interview for her. And guess what? You may have said something that she was not feeling, and the attraction button got flipped to off. You blew it, bruh. You were better off just letting her know over the phone what you wanted. But you wanted to indirectly trick, take her out on all these dates. No, I'm not even thinking about sex or nothing like that. No, I just want to vibe with you. That's all. You lying. But if you're directly tricking, which means that it's like, look, I want to take you here. I want to fly you here. I'm going to get a hotel room. Woo, 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 woo. That's directly tricking. You really think just because you booked a room at the MGM or the Venetia or something, and you bought her plane ticket that you thought the draws was going to drop, she's not going to fuck you for a resort and a flight. Where do y'all get this shit from? But in the meantime, thank you for hanging out with you. Thank you for hanging out with me with your boy on his birthday. Give your boy a birthday gift. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. Follow us on the gram, CO2 Rawcast. Same thing on Facebook. Be nosy and follow your dude on the gram, Good Evening Mr. Black. Go ahead and post me a happy birthday caption. Holla at your boy. And in the meantime, good evening, Mr. Black. Top 5 turn-ons by a woman. My number one, I'm turned on by women who are very compassionate. Any woman that says, I'm sorry, I will spoil the shit out of you. I think that's just sexy. Like when a woman just admits that she fucked up and she's like, oh my God, I'm sorry. Or, just in a conversation and she triggered me or whatever. And she's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go there. That is sexy. I'm going to buy you whatever you want. Second, I love open-toed sandals. I got a foot fetish. I love cute toes. Pedicure toes. Sorry about that. Yeah, I love that on a woman. That's sexy to me. 3, you know what? I like I'm a lip gloss dude. Not necessarily a lipstick dude, but I do like, I think like the natural gloss looks sexy. I love that look. 4, I like natural. I like natural hair. Just your hair coming down to your shoulders or whatever. I think that's attractive. And 5, oh man, I love a smile. A woman's smile is like the very first thing I actually look for. I know some cats look at booty and all that stuff and toes, but me, I typically look for the smile. Then, of course, I look down at the toes and maybe check out the booty or whatever. But I love a smile. That smile makes me melt.